While conducting a comprehensive needs assessment for a community organization dedicated to serving older adults, Julie, a seasoned social worker, is keen on obtaining in-depth data regarding the specific requirements of this population. Which of the following research methods would be the most suitable for Julie to employ in this context? A. Surveys with closed-ended questions. B. Focus groups with older adults. C. Observational research in senior centers. D. Reviewing existing research literature. B. Focus groups with older adults. Focus groups encourage active participation from a diverse group of older adults. This approach is essential because it recognizes older adults' variety. Based on age, gender, culture, and life circumstances, individuals may have different needs, experiences, and perspectives. Social workers can better understand older adults' needs by including a variety of them. Focus groups promote open discussions where older adults can freely express their thoughts, concerns, and needs. Participants can share their feelings in a safe space. This can lead to rich and nuanced insights that may not emerge in surveys or one-on-one interviews. Focus groups allow members to build on replies. Participants may build on comparable experiences or disagree when one shares a perspective or need. This dynamic engagement typically deepens comprehension of older folks' challenges. In focus groups, social workers can discover older people's needs, recurring themes, and patterns. These similar themes can help build focused solutions or services to address this population's biggest issues. Focus groups may reassure elderly people that their needs are valued. Focus groups also empower older individuals by showing that their voices matter and they shape their care and services. Alex is a transgender teenager who is currently facing severe bullying and discrimination at his high school due to his gender identity. Alex's parents are highly supportive of his transition, but he's been grappling with increased anxiety and depression symptoms as a result of the ongoing harassment. What is the best course of action for a social worker to take when working with Alex? A. Encourage Alex to confront the bullies directly. B. Refer Alex to a support group for LGBTQ+ youth. C. Provide individual counseling to address his mental health. D. Notify the school administration about the bullying. C. Provide individual counseling to address his mental health. The best course of action for a social worker to take in this situation is to provide individual counseling, because Alex is not just experiencing bullying but he is also struggling with anxiety and depression, which are directly affecting his emotional well-being. Individual counseling allows a skilled mental health professional to work closely with him to address these specific challenges. Counseling provides a confidential and safe environment where Alex can openly discuss his feelings, experiences, and concerns. This is particularly important for someone facing discrimination and harassment, as it allows them to share their emotions without fear of judgment. A social worker can use evidence-based therapeutic interventions to address Alex's anxiety and depression. These may include cognitive behavioral techniques, mindfulness practices, or other strategies to help him cope with the emotional distress caused by bullying. While addressing the bullying is important, focusing solely on addressing the bullies directly, option A, does not consider the underlying mental health challenges Alex is facing. Counseling offers a more comprehensive approach, aiming to improve his overall well-being. Through counseling, Alex can develop coping skills, resilience, and strategies to manage stressors related to his gender identity. This can empower him to better navigate difficult situations and advocate for himself in the future. Teresa, a 45-year-old woman who has been battling substance abuse for several years, recently lost her job and is now on the verge of eviction. She reaches out to a social worker at a community agency for assistance. What is the least appropriate initial step for the social worker to take? A. Refer Teresa to a local job placement agency. B. Assess Teresa's immediate safety and basic needs. C. Provide Teresa with a list of local support groups. D. Recommend long-term residential treatment. A. Refer Teresa to a local job placement agency. When a client like Teresa is facing immediate safety and basic needs concerns, job placement referral should not be the initial step. Ensuring safety and addressing basic needs should take precedence over employment-related referrals. Teresa's situation involves two critical issues: potential homelessness due to eviction and her ongoing struggle with substance abuse. The social worker's first priority should be to assess her immediate safety, which includes addressing the risk of homelessness. Without stable housing, Teresa's overall well-being and safety are compromised. Maslow's hierarchy of needs illustrates that basic physiological and safety needs, such as shelter, food, and security, must be met before addressing higher-level needs like employment. Teresa's precarious housing situation falls within the safety and physiological needs category. Effective social work practice centers around meeting clients where they are and addressing their most urgent concerns. In Teresa's case, job placement, although important for her long-term stability, is not the immediate concern. Instead, she needs assistance in securing a safe place to live and addressing her substance abuse issues. Jamal is a 16-year-old high school student known among his classmates as an avid soccer player and a talented artist. Lately, Jamal has been absent from school frequently, and his grades have significantly declined. During a recent meeting with his school counselor, Lisa, Jamal disclosed that he's been experiencing physical abuse at home. What is the first step Lisa should take to address this situation? A. Contact Child Protective Services, CPS, immediately. B. Discuss safety planning with Jamal. C. Notify the school principal about the abuse. D. Request Jamal's permission to inform his parents. B. Discuss safety planning with Jamal. The first step should be to ensure Jamal's safety. Discussing safety planning with him allows Lisa to assess the level of risk and develop a plan to protect him from further harm. While reporting to Child Protective Services, CPS, is crucial in cases of suspected child abuse, it's important to ensure the immediate safety and well-being of the child. Safety planning involves assessing the level of risk Jamal faces and taking immediate steps to protect him. Engaging Jamal in safety planning fosters collaboration and empowers him to have a say in his safety. It allows the counselor to understand Jamal's perspective and concerns regarding his safety. Safety planning involves discussing potential risks, identifying safe spaces or individuals Jamal can reach out to, and exploring strategies to keep himself safe. This process helps Jamal make informed decisions about his safety. Discussing safety planning first respects Jamal's autonomy and confidentiality. It also helps build trust between Jamal and his counselor, which is essential for ongoing support. Jason, a social worker in a child welfare agency, is actively involved with a family grappling with a case of child abuse. The parents, John and Sarah, have diligently participated in a parenting skills program, demonstrating significant improvements in their caregiving abilities and understanding. What should be the next step in Jason's intervention? A. Reunify the family immediately. B. Terminate services, as progress has been made. C. Conduct a thorough assessment of the parent's readiness for reunification. D. Recommend long-term foster care for the child. C. Conduct a thorough assessment of the parent's readiness for reunification. While progress has been made, the next step should be to assess the parent's readiness for reunification to ensure the child's safety and well-being. This assessment is crucial before making any decisions about reunification. Assessing the parent's readiness involves evaluating various factors, such as, are the parents equipped with the necessary parenting skills, knowledge, and resources to meet their child's physical and emotional needs? Have the parents addressed the issues that led to the child's placement in foster care? Are they now living in a stable environment, free from the factors that posed risks to the child? Do the parents have a support system in place, such as family members, friends, or community resources, to assist them in parenting effectively? Can the parents ensure the child's safety, both physically and emotionally, if they return home? Are the parents committed to maintaining the child's therapeutic progress and emotional well-being? By conducting this assessment, the social worker can make a more informed decision about the next steps in the case. If the parents are deemed ready and capable of providing a safe and nurturing environment, the reunification process can proceed. If not, the social worker can work with the parents to address any remaining issues or concerns before considering reunification. Ultimately, the child's safety and well-being remain the top priorities throughout this process. Laura, a social worker, is conducting a research study to evaluate the effectiveness of a community-based mental health program. She wants to collect data from program participants over an extended period. What research design should Laura most likely use? A. Cross-sectional design. B. Longitudinal design. C. Case study design. D. Experimental design. B. Longitudinal design. Longitudinal studies involve the collection of data from the same group of participants over multiple time points. This design is ideal for analyzing long-term changes. This would enable long-term tracking of participant situations, habits, and well-being in a social work program assessment. Longitudinal research lets researchers demonstrate causal linkages by tracking changes and outcomes. In program assessment, this helps determine if the program caused changes or if extraneous causes were to blame. Individual differences in experiences and outcomes are shown by longitudinal designs. Understanding how different people respond to interventions or services is crucial for providing social work assistance to varied groups. When reviewing a social work program, outcomes matter most. Longitudinal studies offer the advantage of assessing both short-term and long-term outcomes, ensuring that the effects of the program are not merely transient, but have a lasting impact on participants. Social and environmental changes can impact program efficacy. A longitudinal study can examine program trends, modifications, and alignment with changing requirements and circumstances. The assessment reflects the complex and changing character of social work programs and their effects on participants using this strong approach. Linda, an experienced social worker specializing in hospice care, is providing support to Sarah, a terminally ill patient. Sarah's adult children hold varying viewpoints on her end-of-life care, causing tension and disputes within the family. Which approach should Linda avoid when addressing these conflicts? A. Advocate for each adult child to autonomously make decisions. B. Propose enlisting a mediator to facilitate productive family dialogues. C. Encourage Sarah to independently make decisions concerning her care. D. Suggest temporarily separating the adult children during visits for clarity. A. Advocate for each adult child to autonomously make decisions. Advocating for each adult child to autonomously make decisions means that the social worker, Linda, would encourage Sarah's adult children to individually and independently decide on matters related to their mother's end-of-life care. In this approach, Linda would essentially support the idea that each child should have the sole authority to determine what they believe is best for Sarah without considering the perspectives or opinions of their siblings. This approach may not be advisable in situations of family conflict, especially in end-of-life care scenarios. It can exacerbate disagreements and create a divisive atmosphere within the family, potentially leading to disputes and difficulties in providing cohesive care for Sarah. It's essential to recognize that family dynamics can be complex during such emotional times, and fostering cooperation and consensus among family members often results in better outcomes for the patient. That's why encouraging autonomous decision-making for each adult child is not considered the best approach in this context. Marjorie, a social worker at a community resource center, is currently providing support to a client who is facing the challenging situation of homelessness. This client is eager to secure public housing but expresses uncertainty about how to initiate the application process. What is the first step Marjorie should take to assist the client? A. Present the client with an extensive catalog of currently available housing alternatives. B. Offer hands-on guidance to the client in the process of completing a housing application. C. Make a referral for the client to a nearby homeless shelter. D. Educate the client about their housing rights, privileges, and responsibilities. D. Educate the client about their housing rights, privileges, and responsibilities. Before diving into the specifics of the application process or providing a list of housing options, it is crucial for a social worker to ensure that the client is well informed about their housing rights. When the client understands their housing rights, they become more empowered to make informed decisions about their housing options. This knowledge helps them advocate for themselves effectively in interactions with housing authorities, landlords, or agencies. Housing laws and regulations can be complex. Informing the client about anti-discrimination laws, fair housing practices, and tenant rights ensures that they are aware of the legal protections available to them. This awareness can prevent them from falling victim to housing-related injustices. Some individuals experiencing homelessness may be vulnerable to exploitation or predatory practices. Educating them about housing rights helps them recognize exploitative situations and avoid them. It establishes trust between the social worker and the client. By providing this essential knowledge, the social worker demonstrates their commitment to the client's well-being and success in securing stable housing. Once the client is well versed in their housing rights, they can make informed decisions about which housing options to pursue. They will understand the criteria they need to meet and the processes involved. Mark, a social worker, is working with a client who has a history of substance abuse. The client has been clean for several months but is facing employment challenges. What is the most appropriate intervention for Mark? A. Refer the client to a substance abuse treatment program. B. Assist the client in developing job-seeking skills. C. Suggest that the client explore vocational training programs. D. Terminate services since the client is substance-free. B. Assist the client in developing job-seeking skills. Every client's employment needs are unique. By working collaboratively with the client, Mark can gain insight into their specific skills, preferences, and challenges. This tailored approach ensures that the intervention aligns with the client's individual circumstances. Empowering clients to actively participate in their employment search fosters a sense of control and self-efficacy. This approach encourages the client to take ownership of their job-seeking efforts. By addressing employment-related challenges, Mark can contribute to the client's overall well-being and stability. Meaningful employment not only provides financial security but also enhances self-esteem and a sense of purpose. Building job-seeking and retention skills equips the client with the tools they need not only to secure employment but also to thrive in their chosen career path. This intervention focuses on the client's long-term success and stability. This intervention can complement the client's recovery journey. Meaningful employment can act as a protective factor against relapse by providing structure, a sense of accomplishment, and a supportive environment. In a mental health clinic, Nicole, a dedicated social worker, is deeply engaged in her work with Lisa, a 26-year-old client who has a complex history of self-harming behaviors. Lisa has been making significant strides in therapy, but a recent setback involving self-harm has surfaced. In this challenging moment, what should Nicole prioritize as her best response to support Lisa's well-being and continued progress? A. Express disappointment and frustration to the client. B. Terminate therapy since progress has been reversed. C. Explore the reasons behind the relapse and develop a safety plan. D. Advise the client to avoid discussing self-harm. C. Explore the reasons behind the relapse and develop a safety plan. Exploring the reasons behind the relapse is the optimal approach because it allows the social worker, Nicole, to delve deeper into the client's experiences and circumstances. By doing so, Nicole can gain insights into the triggers or stressors that may have contributed to the relapse. Understanding these factors is crucial as it enables Nicole to tailor the therapeutic approach accordingly. Developing a safety plan is an essential step following a relapse, especially when working with a client who has a history of self-harming behaviors. This plan outlines specific strategies and coping mechanisms that the client can employ when they are faced with intense emotions or thoughts of self-harm. It serves as a valuable tool for crisis intervention and helps the client regain a sense of control during difficult moments. In essence, by exploring the reasons for the relapse and collaboratively developing a safety plan, Nicole is not only addressing the immediate concerns but also fostering a therapeutic environment that promotes resilience and recovery. This approach aligns with the client's best interests and ensures a comprehensive response to the relapse. I hope this video has been helpful in deepening your understanding of social work license exam questions. If you're interested in taking your studies further, I promise you an engaging and enriching 90-minute study session where we'll break down questions and delve into practical applications. Join me for an incredible learning experience. Sign up now and unlock the incredible opportunity to receive my exclusive 70 social work practice question ebook or my comprehensive 150 social work online practice exam. But that's not all. As a special bonus, you'll also receive my highly sought-after Strategies for Success activity ebook completely free of charge. This incredible bundle is designed to empower you on your learning journey and ensure your continued success. Don't miss out on this offer. Sign up today. Head over to my website, gilbertmbell.com. The link to sign up is in the description below. Or text the word study to 347-683-7923. I look forward to studying with you and helping you become the best social worker you can be. Thanks again for watching.